A warm welcome to all the participants from across India to the launch of the July 2026 issue of the Pallikkutam magazine. So I would like take this opportunity to welcome you, Father Biju Vettukallel, and also invite you to say a few words by way of inaugural address and launch our July 2026 issue.
I am extremely happy to announce the launch of new edition of Pallikkutam, which is connecting to the different educators working in different sectors.
So as you can see from this cover, the learning now takes place anywhere. You can take your lap along. So long as you are connected, you can learn you can continue your learning process. You can be traveling or you can be anywhere in this world, but you can continue to get the support. Even mentoring also, you can get the support through online. So now it is possible that learning can take place. As the title suggests, learning can take place anywhere. So now the challenge is to make the classroom transform itself so that it doesn't just become a knowledge sharing platform. So a lot of ideas were thrown up in our interactions with the experts who came in our Pallikkutam Global Connect and other platforms.
Good evening to all. I am Anujati, Assistant Editor, Pallikkutam Magazine at Rajagiri Media. It is a pleasure for me to give an overview of our flagship magazine, Pallikkutam, the Education Observer. It is a unique magazine that is carefully curated every month, focusing on a particular theme. You can see some of the previous issues and diversity of themes identified for analysis. As we have already seen, the cover theme for the July 2026 issue is Learning Anywhere and Anytime. Now, learners have a multitude of options to gain knowledge and skills. AI collaborative and AI complementary education have to be introduced in schools and colleges. The content for this issue was curated from the expert interactions we had with 5 online events as well as inputs received from participating schools. This is the index page, which gives a snapshot of the contents of the issue. This makes navigation to your topic of choice quite easy. The most important content is the cover story, which highlights the important challenges related to monthly theme. Editorial provides the views of Rajagiri Media Trust on important issues every month, and we examine the developments with respect to the Pallikkutam AI native pedagogy we have developed for entrepreneurial education. The Rajagiri Roundtable Conference is an important synergy discussion on education in India. Here, we carry the important conclusions and recommendations of the 129th Roundtable event on Study Anywhere, Anytime. The July issue has examined the concept of AI native education, which enables anywhere, anytime learning from different perspectives. So you can find at least a dozen stories on the theme. These are all related to the cover theme. Best practices adopted by schools and colleges are featured in the exemplar column. Articles not related to the cover theme but of contemporary relevance are also carried in this issue. We welcome you to read and subscribe to our magazine. The links will be provided in the chat box. We hope this educator-friendly magazine will open up the minds of readers to immense possibilities of AI native education that prepares learners for lifelong challenges and learning.
A digital continent is open to all. Now, almost maybe 60 to 70% learning is done through this digital platform. Even many colleges, institutes, and universities have opened digital platform, digital learning for higher studies and even for different programs and training programs. Rajagiri Media Trust has taken a initiative to connect with the people in and around the in country and across the globe through digital learning. And they have already published many books. I think I have gone through the beautiful book published by media, Rajagiri Media, Condemned to Be. That book is very inspiring. Contempt to be creative. Contempt to be creative. So I think we could see the beautiful narration and expression of Father Dr. Varghese Pandulkar, the director and founder director of Rajagiri Media Trust. And as CMI congregation, getting the inspiration of Saint Chavara, started a number of institutions in Kerala and across country. And this year, the congregation is celebrating Year of Media. I think Rajagiri Media Trust has taken an initiative for 1 decade, starting Pallikkutam, a digital magazine, through which the Rajagiri Media Trust is connecting to the different educators work in different schools and colleges.
It's an honor for me to join today for the unveiling of this latest edition of Pallikkutam. The publication's theme perfectly encapsulates the trajectory of modern education, learning anywhere and anytime. What was once an aspirational vision is now rapidly transforming into a global reality for K-12 institutions. And India is uniquely positioned to spearhead this educational evolution. India faces unique challenges of massive scale in terms of the population, the number of students, profound linguistic and regional diversity, and a stark rural-urban divide that restricts the equitable distribution of high-quality educational resources and thereby the variance in the quality. The fragmentation across multiple curricula, including IB, Cambridge, ICSE, CBSE, and various state boards. This again creates variances in the instructional standards and the quality of education. Public and private schools is another contributor. Then we have a disconnected, the tired system of K-12, higher education, and industry-related, education. Within K-12, we have primary, mid-school, and high school. So what is really required at the job skills ultimately need to be translated to even what is required to be taught at K-12. Currently, that gap is there. So it is early schools is not able to really provide the foundational skills and competencies required for higher education to succeed and create the workplace ready talent.
Okay, it was really wonderful sitting here and watching what exactly you people are doing. Pallikkutam, I think, is doing something which very, very converging and similar to what we have set out. Okay. In fact, we started our journey by looking at, making the human potential a reality, right? And education is all about that. The purpose of education is to make the human potential a reality. And today, as the technology is sweeping the entire world, the entire paradigm of learning is changing. And in fact, last week I was in a premier institute of technology, IIT Bombay, attending a symposium. And one thing which was more clearer was that, in fact, one more phrase which was coming to my mind as I was listening to and watching what has been said in your magazine is, it's not just anywhere and anytime. Now the new paradigm which I would like to propose is anyhow. Okay, that was clearly coming out in this symposium where even a premier institution like IIT Bombay, students are finding ways of learning anyhow, whatever they want to learn. The learning paradigms are changing, not just the technology, the new generation which is coming in, their own mindsets are different. The way they learn is different from what we would have learned, the way we have learned in our generation. Okay. So I'm recollecting what the forefathers of AI, I think it's Andrew Ng who said, AI is something like electricity. The way electricity has revolutionized the way human beings live and work, AI is going to revolutionize everything. Okay, so these are the few words which I wanted to say. I think it's an honor to be here to in this forum. And to see that you are doing a wonderful job, Pallikkutam Media Trust is doing a wonderful job disseminating and talking about the most relevant aspect which needs to be discussed. There are no clear answers as of now, as I can see. But I think just as when any new technology, any new revolution comes in, initially there was industrial revolution, then there was internet revolution, there was computer revolution, then internet revolution, now it's AI revolution. So this is a kind of a fourth revolution which is sweeping the world. And education is the first thing which I think is going to deeply get impacted because it's going to set the agenda for the future of citizens of the world.